Over the next few minutes, we'll explain what a competitive course is and what you can do to help yourself stand out from the crowd and hopefully receive an offer of a place on your perfect course.
First of all, let's talk about what we mean when we talk about a course being competitive. Is it to do with the number of applications we receive for a course? Is it the ratio between the number of places on that course and the number of applications? Is it to do with the quality of applications versus the number of places? In fact, it's all of these things, and it will vary from university to university and course to course.
At King's, we have 150 undergraduate courses available for you to choose from, for which we receive around 45,000 applications every year. 50% of all of those applications are for just 12 courses, while 70% of applications are for 25 courses.
It's important that when you do your research on a course and attend university open days, that you ask the admissions team exactly how competitive that course is.
So what can you do if you find out that the course you're thinking of applying for is a competitive course? Firstly, why not take a look at alternative courses? In many cases, these courses will be very similar to the course you're already looking at, may even offer the same modules and be taught by the same lecturers, but are a lot less competitive. We sometimes call these shoulder subjects.
Here at King's, comparative literature is a shoulder subject of English, as well as sports and exercise medical sciences, offering an alternative to medicine.
But say you've done your research into these alternative subjects and it's made you even more certain that your original course is the right course for you. What can you do then to give yourself the best chance of getting an offer?
Step 1. Research the course and its modules as fully as possible so that you can demonstrate in your personal statement your key areas of interest in the subject and connect it to any research areas you will be studying during your degree.
Step 2. Start your application as soon as possible. Start thinking about all the things you have and maybe haven't done yet that will enhance your application.
And step 3. Prepare and practice for aptitude tests and interviews. You are more likely to come across these additional admissions practices if you are applying for a competitive course.
But what are we looking for in a good application to a competitive course, and how can you make yourself stand out?
Firstly, we're looking to see that you are suitably qualified for the programme that you're applying for. Have you studied the right subjects needed for the course, and have you got, or are you predicted to get, the grades we ask for?
Some of the more professional courses, like medicine and dentistry, may ask you to have completed a certain amount of work experience before you can start the course. And many courses will expect that you appreciate what's involved in studying their course or working in that profession, especially if it's a subject you have never studied before.
We also want to see that you have a genuine enthusiasm about that subject and a drive to find out more. Finally, we want you to show a real interest in your subject field through research you've done in your spare time, as well as demonstrate an awareness of any recent news or developments that are associated with that subject.
The personal statement forms an important part of your application to us. We only interview for some of our subjects, so the chances are this will be your only opportunity to tell us, in your own words, what excites you about studying the course you have chosen.
The personal statement is particularly helpful if you are applying to our more competitive courses, and particularly in those courses that are orientated towards a profession, such as medicine or dentistry, as it helps us to differentiate between lots of fantastic, academically able applicants. You can find out more about what you should be including in your personal statement in our UCAS applications and personal statements video, which we've linked to below.
For some of our most competitive courses, in addition to your UCAS form, you may also need to complete an admissions or aptitude test.
Admissions tests will usually include subject content, which you can revise for, while aptitude tests will be evaluating how you perform on tasks or react to different situations. As such, you can't really revise for aptitude tests, but you can practice and prepare for them.
At King's, we ask applicants to medicine or dentistry to undertake the UK CAT, the UK Clinical Aptitude Test, and applicants to law to complete the LNAT, the National Admissions Test for Law.
You will usually complete these tests before you submit your application form, so if you are applying to any of these courses, then make sure you check on the test provider's website so you know exactly when you will need to register for and take the tests.
You may also be invited to attend an interview as part of the admissions process. Again, this can help us differentiate between lots of fantastic applicants or to test your suitability for a career in a particular field. At King's, we only interview for our clinical healthcare programs, for which we use multiple mini interviews, MMIs.
Not sure what MMIs are? Think of it like speed networking. You'll visit 6 stations and be asked a scenario-based question. You'll spend between 5 to 10 minutes in that station before moving on to the next station in a timed circuit.
There are lots of things to consider when applying for competitive courses, but here are our top 3 tips to remember.
Number 1, don't delay researching and drafting your personal statement to ensure you have time to write the best personal statement possible.
Number 2, plan, practice and prepare for aptitude tests and interviews. If you have to undertake these additional tasks as part of your application process, make sure you know exactly what to expect.
And number 3, be yourself. Whether it's in your UCAS application or at an interview, we want to find out about your experiences, what you think, and hear the story of your journey to deciding if this is the right course for you.